Yeah, no, bro. Bro, Liam, what do you fellas reckon? About the bro, you know, Cairo's there. I know you fellas want to talk about Sonny Bill's fight. That was the other night too. That was mean, but I guess, you know, a little bit about that and then back to
it's
our
all
boy.
about the bro Kai. It's all about the bro Kai, bro. They want to know how our man went today, bro.
Yeah, no, real's good. Pleasure to be with my man Liam. Yeah, no, Kai did real well. The Russians come from a strong wrestling background. That guy obviously had the game plan on getting Kai to the floor. Kai did well to keep it standing on his feet and showed a bit of mana there at the end. Let's stand and bang right in that last 10 seconds. So yeah, exciting fight and still on a buzz from it.
Hey,
there you go, bro, from the expert's mouth.
That's right. We will be back with you guys awfully shortly too.
Anyway, stink game, cut it out. Sorry, we're just laughing in the background because our next neighbour just sparked up the water blaster, so we're trying our hardest to listen here. But stink game, we'll cut it, finish it there, and we'll talk about my man, our man, SB Dub, and that awesome knockout against Barry Hall. What a performance, eh, bro?
Yeah, bro, real good performance. I seen he was over there in England with the boys, Dave and Joe. So by the looks of the performance, the camp must have went real well, and yeah, it was a real exciting time for us. So
yeah, he looked sharp as, and it was quite hard to tell what he'd been working on, but what. After, what's it, about 7 years since the last time I've seen the bro in the ring, what do you reckon he's worked on and looked better into the ring?
What stood out for me was the timing and accuracy, you know, like he buzzed Barry Hall pretty early in the fight, and it was purely just on those accuracy and timing of the shots and stuff. So I don't know whether that's something he's been working on with his new coach Andy Lee, but he looked really good, really sharp and quite strong as well. He hasn't sort of displayed that sort of power in the past, so maybe he's grown that over the last 7 years, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I think his biceps looked a bit bigger. Maybe that's the tip there. So we'll have a quick little look at Sonny's highlights.
He doesn't really respect me as a boxer. When I'm picking him up off the canvas...
Ooh, let's go, bro! Knock him out!
Seconds for Barry Hall. It's Williams win! Sonny Bill, he's the king! Wow!
We don't have Liam Messam. Hopefully next time, me and him.
Yeah, Liam keeps talking that up.
It does, bro, it does. But, you know, for me, that's a great thing about this whole boxing thing is that you can open the doors for these young, hungry fighters coming through to prepare or move on to bigger bet, you know?
Every loss is a lesson, that's why I never lose fights. And I learn from my mistakes and I use them. It's my right to tell you how I feel. Whether you gonna listen or not, you don't agree with it.
So Sonny Bill, back in the ring. Well, for you, because you're closely connected to him, how was that fight for you?
Oh, it was a late one. Holy hecker. 11:35, I think he jumped on and off in 10 minutes. Again, you know, and I guess it was worth waiting up and watching it. Some really good fights on the undercard as well. But you know, all the hype was around Sonny Bill and Barry Hall. Both special athletes in their own area and genre with their careers and what they've done. But you can tell that you know, Sonny Bill goes that extra mile when it comes to preparation and just anything to do with trying to be the best athlete that you can be. And you know, by taking himself over to the UK and training there for a couple of weeks, you just know that he's prepared to go out there and do a job. So absolutely athlete and just crazy the things that he can do, bro.
You're right, it looks like he leaves no stone unturned. So I guess the next thing is, and Liam and Cairo, we might come back to you guys on this one, is I guess what's next for the guy? Maybe we'll start with you, Liam, and then can you chuck it to Cairo? Like, who does he fight next? Is it Paul Gallen next? Or is there someone in between there? I think that's where we're all building to, is to see that, you know, that huge rugby league fight, because they're both throwing hands and they're both proving that they're good in the ring. But is that next, or is there something before that? Or what's the go?
Yeah, I think that is next for SB Gallen. I think he's called his name out, didn't he, after the fight? So makes logic. I know that Gallen's only got one fight left on his contract, and he wants to be done when he's finished after this. So makes sense, bro. It'll be a massive fight over there in Australia, and they're going to make some moolah out of that fight. So what do you reckon next for Sonny, bro? You reckon it's Gallen?
Oh, well, I thought that's what me and you were training you for, bro.
Hey, Corey, that's it.
No, yeah, that makes sense. He come back and Come on, bro.
Hey,
Yeah, it makes sense. Gallon
I was
makes all
gonna
the
get
sense
it
right now. Barry Hall had a draw to our man. Oh, is he
Okay,
asking
okay.
questions? Oh, yeah, Barry Hall had a draw to Gallon, and Sonny Bill went out there and made a statement against him. So I feel like that was the whole. That's what that's set up for now is Gallon versus SB Dub. Unless my man here gets in there.
I want Joshua, bro. I want AJ. I don't want Desmond, I want AJ.
Actually, bro, let's take Barry.
Hey, Liam, I was going to ask that question too. Is where are you at with your boxing? And would you think about it?
Oh, bro, it's been pretty frustrating, to be honest, bro. I was supposed to have about 3 fights already this year, but this COVID's been pushing it back. We're probably into, week 44 of our camp. So hopefully May 13th down in Taranaki in New Plymouth on Sammy Rapira's card, I'll get to finally get into the ring. And yeah, hopefully, if all things go well, we can get over there onto Sonny's undercard, maybe.
Hey.
Be the first fight before everyone turns up, and get in there, bro. So we're working towards our things here down in Hamilton, and we'll just keep ticking away, bro. Put our head down and just keep grinding.
Bro, so good. Bro, do you know who you might be fighting, or not? You can't give away anything just yet.
Yep, we do. Do we know who we're fighting yet down in? What's the bro's name?
I don't know if
Bro's
that's been confirmed, so I won't talk about that yet. But yeah, the date's set. Our man's set. There is an opponent. I'm just not too sure if I'm allowed to say who just yet. So
I just get told what to do, bro. I just put my head down and just hurt.
Bro, okay, let's just say, because obviously, Liam, you know Sonny so well. Let's say this Paul Gallon fight goes down and he wins that fight. Do you think that'll be it for him, or he'll go on to bigger and better things, or that might be, that's just the icing on the cake, that's Mount Everest?
Nah, knowing Sonny, bro, he'll continue to keep going, bro, and keep pushing and see where he can actually go. And you always talk and hear him talk about, having a platform for other fighters and other Polynesian and Māoris, which is awesome. But also, I know Sonny, I know deep down inside that he'll be, trying to keep that going and see where he can take himself to boxing. And what's he now, 8-0 or 9-0? And once you get to double figures and you're 10-0, then he can start to go overseas, maybe fight in America or fight in England on a big card and have a shot at some sort of title. So he's, the world's his oyster at the moment where he's sitting at. And this Sonny and Paul Gallon fight, if it gets across the line, man, it's going to be one of the biggest fights in Australasia in a while. And, that's awesome for both of them. They both deserve it. And, they're going to make some massive money, even though money's not all for them. But I know that's going to, it's going to be a good payday for both of them.
Bro,
What do you reckon, my bro?
yep, I totally agree, bro. That two big, massive superstars in Australasia, I should say. If they both get it on, that's going to be huge. They'll pack out a stadium. So exciting times for the sport of boxing, and exciting times for these guys as well, and our man here as well, who's going to be on that undercard.
Hey, that's it. And you guys,
ready for a fill-in.
you guys know boxing so well, and I would just never know, but I'd love to know. Like, let's say that they do go down and they have this huge fight. What sort of purse do you think, give or take? I know you don't want to give away too much money, but what sort of purse would they take home?
Ooh, what sort of purse would they take home, bro? We're talking in the millions, eh?
Yeah.
Definitely the millions. They got offered, maybe last year, I think it was it 4 million to fight? But things just didn't plan out and people weren't ready. But it'll be definitely in the millions, bro. So they definitely make, I know Paul Gallon's made some serious money off becoming a prize fighter. And good on him, bro, because you're putting your life on the line when you jump in the ring. And it's, to be honest, bro, it's probably the hardest training that I've ever done. And knowing that what Sonny's like and Paul Gallon, they'll be, busting the ass week in, week out, every day, 2 times, 3 times a day. So they definitely deserve it. Yeah, it'll be in the millions at least.
Yeah, no, I agree, and both these guys are already well off as well with money-wise. So to them, I think it's like what you talk about. It comes down to pride and leaving a legacy in the sport.
And unfortunately, I only fight for love.
Bro, it must be some crazy training because you've trained with Titch and Seven, so to be at that sort of point, bro, unreal. So Liam and Cairo will catch up with you guys very shortly, but next.